Hey there, Sandy with Los Angeles Xinyi Liuhe Chuan, LA.XYLH. So 2 days ago, I talked about dimensions in Xinyi, and I was concentrating specifically on the spatial dimensions, height, width, length. But today I want to talk about the dimension of time. And I want to do this looking at 3 different horizons of time with Xinyi. So first of all, I want to look at long-term commitment, then training time per session per day, the frequency, like when should I do it? And then last question, how many reps, right? So first question on long-term commitment. When I was learning Chinese, I made a decision not to study it for a length of time, but to study until I could do it. I just said, I'm just going to do it until I get good. So the same applies to any skill you learn. You can take it as far as you want. And the other thing I wanted to say about long-term commitment, if you have made a long-term commitment, but you've missed practice sessions, or you haven't practiced in a while, it doesn't matter if you stop and come back to it. It's a really bad idea to add guilt to the bad effects of missing practice. So that's just wasted energy. But anyway, long-term commitment, something we'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow when we talk about hengxin, persistence or perseverance. All right. So moving on to like frequency and time and when should you do it. I mean, when we're in lockdown, we're in quarantine, we might have a limited space, but we might also have limited time. So today I'm only able to get out here at this hour because this space was being used by other people in the place where I'm staying. So you might have some externally imposed limits to how long you can practice for. And you might be sharing a place, you might have kids, you might be just busy. So you might have a lot of limitations on your time. But what I would say is that frequency is more important than duration. All right, especially if you start to read about habit formation, lots of great books about that. 2 of the best pieces of advice from across those studies on habit formation are start laughably small. Like I'll do 1 move today, but then make it every day and make it so easy that you could almost be in bed and think, oh, could I do that thing? Yeah, I could still do that. That level of ease. It has to be low hassle. All right, but the more important thing is the frequency. And once you have the habit of doing it every day, then you can slowly start to expand the time, but get the frequency first. And the other piece of advice is link a habit to another one that you already have. So one of the benefits of Xinyi, of course, is we've got a lot of really full power moves, using whole body power to generate the movement and to express the power. So we can train the whole body in a very short space of time. And the hack is to just do moves whenever you just have space to do moves. Or you just have some private time, just practice a bit of body rotation or something like that. Just break down part of a move. Do it while you're waiting for something. I don't know who waits for anything these days, but anyway, sneak it into your regular life, and then you can get a lot more practice that way. But I'd say for practice sessions, how many reps? Well, I think you're supposed to be developing awareness. So you shouldn't be really concentrating on, oh, I'm doing 20 reps of this thing. And then you're thinking about, wait, was it 6 or 7 what I'm up to? So you need to be feeling what you're doing. That's the only way you're going to improve. So the question is, are you feeling what you're doing? And the next question is, do you feel you can correct yourself? So if you notice, that coordination of power wasn't quite right, do you have enough to correct yourself? That is, you know what's wrong and you know how to fix it. Okay, then you can get a lot out of solo practice. So when you do the movement as you think it should be consistently for a few moves in a row, then I'd say it's probably good practice and you might be able to move on to something. Or not, you could stick with something as long as you want. Some movements might be a bit too ambitious for today. You might just try something out and you go, I'm not really feeling it today. that's okay too. You know, the point is to listen to your body. And anyway, enough talk today. That's a long talk today. But today we're just going to practice the standing Long Diao Bang. The dragon shakes the shoulder pole. All right. So, all right, very silhouette because it's kind of nighttime here. Let me move down here. Maybe that's better. Chin and straight on looks like this. Chin down, and you should feel the weight move around your feet on the sole. Keep your spine straight up. And other way. So loose, get the shoulders, right? The hips and the knees coming in. Okay. You can try turning. Okay. That's it for today. Talked for a long time, but I hope you got some ideas about when to train and length and how to feel out the right time. All right, practice well. See you next time.